Hello scholars, welcome back to the Kemet Maasai Academy. We're continuing our motivational videos for students, and I'm reading from the Student's Master Plan, Hardcore Rules for a Lifetime of Success. The passage that I'm reading this morning is entitled, Understand the Limitations of Your Sources. These days, students have a world of information literally at their fingertips. The smart student will know the best sources to use for a given problem. One mistake modern students make is to rely solely on the internet for information. The internet has become like a one-stop shop to meet all our needs. We walk indifferently past shelves upon shelves of books, magazines, newspaper files, not realizing that these were the original sources of information. Sometimes these books turn out to be given even better sources than the internet, more reliable, more concise, and more convenient to use. Don't forget that about 10 years ago, the internet was not an option for most students, who still had to trek down to the local library to do research from books, as their forebears had done for decades. It is a tried and tested method that has almost become defunct. But students need to reacquaint themselves with the sources of the library shelves. Whatever your source of information may be, always remember that the information will be limited and often biased. Whether you research from the internet, textbooks, dictionary, encyclopedia, newspaper, or magazine, remember that the information was gathered, compiled, edited, and presented by human beings. No matter how we try, as humans we are inescapably biased, and this will be reflected in the information we put out, no matter how objective we try to be. So, no matter what your source is, there is the potential that the information is biased towards the person who is writing. Therefore, vary your sources as much as you can. Do not limit your information to one or two sources. The more books you consult for any given topic, the wider will be your range, and the better you will understand and appreciate the topic. Read what several people have to say on the matter. Then come to your own conclusion. If you are doing a research for school, use the most scientific data available from the most recognizable and reliable sources, from the most recent publications. Always check the date of the articles. Some articles posted on the internet are over 10 years old. In this time, even the writer may have changed his or her opinion, or the facts themselves may have changed. The writer may have even died. Bear in mind too that anybody can post articles on the internet. People can lie, fabricate stories, rearrange data, tamper with photos, and lay claim to original research that is not their own. Sometimes they have ulterior motives. Sometimes they are just idle and want to mess around with somebody. Read your textbooks from cover to cover, including the bibliography, which can give you further links to books that you can check for additional information. Sometimes the information you need is right under your nose in your very textbook all along, your own humble little textbook, and there you were frantically searching the internet. Because you have your mind tuned above and beyond the textbook, you couldn't use the information. Please note, textbooks are prescribed for a reason. They have information that is relevant to your syllabus. Start with what you have right in your hands or on your own bookshelf, then work outwards, gleaning as many sources as you can find. Don't rely on your teacher alone for information about a topic. Teachers are human and they don't know everything. The sooner everyone admits to that, the better for all involved. A teacher may understand a topic back to front, but still cannot know everything about that topic. In your research, you may stumble upon some information that your teacher was not aware of. Humbly and respectfully, you may share this with the class, which should put you in good standing with your teacher. You will be seen as a diligent and conscientious student who takes the initiative to do independent research. As a scholar, which we all are scholars, remember, we are students of life, we are students for life. For as long as you are here on this planet, you are a student. As a scholar, it is your duty to expose yourself to as varied information as possible. Don't limit yourself to one source or two or even three sources. Try to find as many different sources on a given topic. Hear what as many people have to say on that topic, because each person is coming from a different perspective. We all have a unique perspective. No matter how we agree, we all have a unique perspective. And what one person will leave out, another person will include. And that little thing might be the clincher. That little thing might be what connects everything together for you, puts everything into perspective so that you can understand the topic better. So no matter what the topic is, watch some videos, watch some YouTube videos on that topic, read some books about that topic, read some articles, some academic pieces on the topic, read even general pieces. What does the average person have to say? Don't take for granted that the average person is a stupid, just a stupid person walking around. People are walking around with tons of information from their experience. They may not have gone to college to study, but they have experience, they have practical mother wit, hard knock information that you can learn from. Just don't limit your sources to that, or don't limit it just to the academic sources. You have to be rounded in your approach to your education. You can learn from the man sitting on the corner. Right? You can listen to what people say as you move along. You don't have to stop everybody and talk to them, but just keep your ears open. You're in the supermarket, people are talking. You're in the taxi, people are talking. In the bus, on the train. People in your neighborhood, listen to them. There are sources too. People, this is something that we take so much for granted. The human resource. The human resource. People are sources of information. The average person on the street, in your home, at your church, in the supermarket is a source of information. Okay? Ask them questions. Ask your grandparents questions. Ask your parents questions. Ask your siblings, even the ones younger than you are. What do you think about this? Don't limit yourself. Always, find many different viewpoints on the topic. And remember, the human factor behind it makes that source limited, because we have our biases, our experience is limited. Yes, we have experience and it's unique, but it's limited because we are limited beings. We can't experience everything. We're not exposed to everything. So each book that you take up has a limitation. No matter how the author or authors try to be objective, try to be comprehensive, there is a limitation, and you need to understand that. You need to understand that. And you need to understand bias, prejudice. The author will have bias and prejudice no matter how we try to be objective. We are human beings. We will be biased to some extent, right? As academicians, we do try to maintain that objectivity, but some might seep in, and you need to be alert to that. You need to also consider person's ulterior motive behind putting this piece together. What was your intention? And sometimes people deliberately spread misinformation, propaganda. People deliberately post things on the internet that they know not to be true. How many times have you heard, for example, this such and such celebrity has died, only to find out that was not the case? And what was the motive? What can be a motive for you spreading false information that this person has died? Some people are just idle, right? And some people thrive on controversy. They thrive on sensationalism. They like to just put things out there to see how the masses will react, that kind of thing. So as scholars, we have to be aware of all of these things, and the more we expose ourselves to different views, the more we'll be able to pick up what are the discrepancies, what doesn't make sense, what seems to be odd, and then we can make a judgment, the best judgment based on the given information. If you have been motivated by this video, please share it so other students and parents and teachers may be motivated as well. Please subscribe to the Kemet Maasai Academy, and remember that we have, in addition to the motivational videos, we have mathematics videos from grade 4 all the way up to grade 11. So don't hesitate to take advantage of that. All the topics from grade 4 to 11, mathematics, on the Kemet Maasai Academy. So please subscribe, share the videos so other students may benefit. I will see you in the next video.